What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. For this Tuesday, September 24th, 2024, I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. Transition Army. I know you could have been anywhere in this world today. I know you could have been anywhere in this world today, but you decided to be here with me. I appreciate that, and more importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my good friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we have an action-packed show once again. But before I start the show, I always like to state my intentions. My intention is to always give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transitions and beyond. Alrighty? So that's what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. That is what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. So let's get after it. In transition news, week 3 in the NFL. Now, we got the Cincinnati Bengals, which was slated to be a very great team this year. They dropped to 0-3 as Joe Burrow, man, he went crazy out there. He passed for 324 yards. You had a disgruntled, I don't want to say disgruntled, but you have a guy, Jamar Chase, who the wide receiver, who was trying to fight to get more money. He even went on to catch 2 touchdowns. So he did his thing, man. But with all that, they still dropped to 0-3. So I ask you guys, is the season over for the Cincinnati Bengals? A promising season at 0-3? Is the season over? Has Jamar Chase, is he like a distraction for this team? I know he caught 2 touchdowns, but he cost this team last week getting up on a huge argument, a penalty, and they cost this team, field goal range and everything like that. So, is this guy a distraction? Is the season over? I ask you guys, the Transition Army, I ask you guys, is the season over for the Cincinnati Bengals, which came in as a promising team with Joe Burrow? A healthy Joe Burrow at that, too. And let me just give you guys this stat here. Only 6 teams have started 0-3 and made the playoffs. 6 teams in the history of the NFL. None of them have went on to win the Super Bowl starting at 0-3. So that's an important stat. That's a very important stat. As my guy, Michael Deutsch is in the building. What's going on, Mike? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, 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 my friend. Man, so we have to see on the Bengals. What are they going to do about it, And another interesting thing in the NBA, in the NFL, see where my mind is at, in the NFL, I ask you guys, who is the most disappointing team week 3 of the NFL? Who's the most disappointing team? Could it be, I know Mike Deutsch is a big time Dallas Cowboys fan. Could it be his team? I don't have them on the list as disappointing yet, all right? But in my list, could it be the Bengals at 0-3? Could it be the Jaguars at 0-3? Or could it be the 49ers at 1-2? That's another promising team. Another promising team there. Could it be them at 1-2? But again, the thing about the 49ers is they are 1-2, but they have a lot of injuries. So the people are going to be coming back from injuries. So, they're going to get it together, I'm sure. They're going to get it together. So keep in mind is Mike. What does Mike say here? Mike says, what's up, Russ? He says, no, it's not over. He says, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. I knew that, Mike. I knew that. And they're not going down as the most disappointing team as of yet. All right? As of yet. But as they say, as my man Michael Ray Richardson once said, the ship be sinking. The ship be sinking. Just saying. Just saying. So only the Steelers, Bills, Chiefs, Vikings, and Seahawks are the only teams in the NFL that are undefeated at 3-0. These are the only teams that are undefeated at 3-0. So we're going to watch that. We're going to watch for that and see what's going on there as well. Now, before we get to our big transition story, I got a little bonus transition news coverage for you guys, right? And want to cover this really quick. So, in the WNBA, okay, in the W, Asia Wilson, she wins the MVP this season, her 3rd MVP, and she won as a unanimous pick. Okay, she won that as a unanimous pick. So, Transition Army, do you agree with the choice of Asia Wilson, getting the MVP, but as a unanimous pick? That's what she went on to do. Asia Wilson is having a great year, and actually phenomenal. She had a phenomenal year. She had a great Olympics as well too. So I ask you guys, Transition Army, do you feel that she should be the MVP of the league? Okay, and it was a unanimous pick. Also receiving a unanimous pick was Caitlin Clark. She wins the WNBA Rookie of the Year. Unanimously, she won it. So I ask you guys, Transition Army, should there have been a co-MVP with Angel Reese? Angel Reese had a heck of a year too. Could it have been a co-MVP? Would you have been good with that? I think I mentioned before in the past, I would have been good with that. I would have been good with a co-MVP. And one thing again about Angel Reese, she finished fourth in the MVP voting. Fourth in that. But again, Caitlin Clark finished first, unanimous pick, management's choice. And in this case, I kind of agree with that. I know Angel Reese got hurt at the end. But again, it's all about, Caitlin Clark has just put fannies in the seats, not the flights because of, let's keep it real, because of Caitlin Clark, they're flying, charter flights now, you know what I mean? And her popularity, people have now, eyes are on the WNBA, and this is really due in part to really one person. I think Caitlin Clark, the buzz that she has going on. So she won Rookie of the Year. She won Rookie of the Year unanimously. So, hey, just reporting that and, just letting everybody know about that situation. Unanimous choice for that. Man. So let's transition to the latest on Diddy. Man. Whew. Let me read this really quick. Talia Graves accused Diddy and his bodyguard of drugging and assaulting her in 2001 and filming the attack, according to a lawsuit filed this Transition Tuesday. Like I told you, a lot of stuff goes on this Transition Tuesday, and in a federal court here in New York. Miss Graves alleged that she was, at the time when she was 25 years old, she accepted an offer of a glass of wine in the vehicle with Diddy and his bodyguard, and then began to feel, and I quote, lightheaded, dizzy, and physically weak. The lawsuit also states that Graves lost consciousness and later awoke naked in a studio in Manhattan with her hands tied behind her back. Man. Now allegedly Combs came into the room and raped her, and then he smashed her head into a pool table as she tried to resist him. This is all alleged, okay? This is all in the lawsuit brought by Miss Graves here today on this Transition Tuesday. Now, the lawsuit is the latest allegation of sexual violence against Diddy and comes a week after he was indicted on charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and the transporting to engage in prostitution. Man, what a week. Tell you. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to the charges and was denied bail and remains in a federal detention center here in Brooklyn, New York. So, man, it has been crazy. It has been absolutely crazy. And again, speaking of crazy, I would imagine because of these freak-off videos, that's supposed to be out here by the feds, I know all these celebrities are probably wondering, who was on there. I'm sure their camps have been reached out to, I guess. We don't know who's going to be on there. Supposed to be, alleged a lot of people, a lot of different people, So when is these videos going to come out? What celebrities might appear on these freak-off videos? That remains to be seen. And the big question I ask you all is, can this stuff compromise the presidential election? And the reason why I'm saying that is you just never know who's on these tapes. Doing what? It could be political people. It could be our, presidential candidates. Allegedly, I'm just saying that there. I don't know anything about it. I'm just throwing it out there. But again, this magnitude, can this compromise the presidential election? I hope not. I really hope not. Man, make sure everybody out there transition on. Make sure we're registered to vote. Make sure you're registered to vote. And Make sure you vote on November 5th. Okay, make sure you vote. Please make sure you go for your vote. And again, vote like your life depends on it, because actually it does. I'm telling you. So we'll keep you posted on that. We'll keep everybody posted on the whereabouts and everything about that. But again, it's just something to think about in the times in which we live in. It's definitely something to think about in the times in which we live in. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, if we were able to make you laugh, smile, and think during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory. You made it here today. That's a celebration. I want you to celebrate your victory, making it here, and the victory that you might have had today. Okay? So make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. Make sure you celebrate that victory. Selecta, where you at? Get a little water real quick as I cue up the music. As we cue it up, let's go. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, I want to thank you guys for the bottom of my heart for you watching Transition Army, Transition Tuesday, each and every Tuesday. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You can watch this show and our past shows on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesdays. So make sure before you leave the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. If you have been following me, you can follow me on Instagram at Russ Will Transitions. That's Russ Will Transitions with an S. Okay, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. You can also follow me on TikTok as well at Russ Williams 11. Okay, that's Russ Williams, the number 11. Okay, make sure you do that. Okay, very important, very important. Want to give a major shout out to our corporate sponsor, Sweet Candy Cafe, located in downtown Lumberton, North Carolina. So before the show ends, we're about to end. But before the show ends, make sure you go to sweetcandycafe.com to order your confectionery goodies. Okay? Your taste buds will thank you. Your taste buds will thank you. And speaking of Sweet Candy Cafe, we got on the check-in Miss Sweetness, the owner of Sweet Candy Cafe, checking in from The Rock. What's going on, Felicia? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As Felicia says, nice shirt. I appreciate it. Just felt like partying today, so I wanted to come out in a party, festive mood. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, as we say in party, happy transitioning, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless. Yes. Dance. Dancing, because I got the nice shirt on. Take care, guys.